Hey guys, welcome to Velocity Leader Training. This is our first edition of 2010, and our idea with this is really we just want to have an opportunity to do some training at a time that doesn't require you to come into the church and be here even longer at another time. And so what we're going to do, I think we've already kind of explained some of this, but once a month we'll have guys come and talk about a video training. Once a month, and once a month on a different Wednesday, we'll have the girls come. We'll talk about a different video training. So every month we'll have one of these video training sessions, and the guys will come and talk about them one night before small groups, and the next week the girls come talk about it. And anyway, this week I'm coming at you from basically Construction Central. If you've been to church the last couple of weeks, you've probably seen all of the remodeling happening in the concourse, and I actually tried doing this out in the concourse, but it's so loud, even coming through the window of my office. I'm afraid that it might be too loud for the video, but there is tons of construction going on at Westside right now, and it has me thinking, as we're kicking off small groups, how do you build a great small group? And I don't know if these are all of the ways, but there were just a few things that came to mind. A guy named Kurt Johnston, he's a junior high minister in California. He had some ideas on this, and then just thinking about what he said, and combined with our groups, wanted to share a few things with you today, this morning, whenever you're watching this video. But I want to share 5 things that I think every small group, a great small group will have, and a great small group leader will do. And the first one, it may seem obvious, but it really is love your kids. I mean, it's as simple as that. When you come, leaving all the baggage that has come from that day, but coming and just loving your kids. And sometimes everybody needs a reminder. I need a reminder. I'm sure you guys need a reminder sometimes. We all come in with all our own stuff from the day, and maybe it was a good day, maybe it was a bad day, but we come, and the kids are coming the same way. They've had good days, they've had bad days. But when we look at the kids on a Wednesday night, or whenever you see your kids, remembering that every single one of those kids is some parent's first love. Like somebody in this world loves this kid more than anything, and God loves this kid more than anything. And so it's easy to get caught up in maybe somebody's being a little punk that night, or maybe you've had a rough day, but coming every night and looking at your group and looking at the kids and remembering that somebody loves this kid more than anything. This is the apple of some parent's eye. And looking to see, what is the kid that really needs something more tonight? What's the kid who needs some special attention? And putting down our own junk, and for an hour and a half, just loving kids and being there for whatever they need. So first one, love your kids. In your small group, make sure you do something every night to show your kids how much you love them. Second thing, communicate with parents. If you want to know what's going to make a great small group and what's going to make parents love you and support you no matter what, communicate with parents. I still remember the first thing that I did when I came as an intern and then as a junior high minister was started just a weekly email, and it still lives on today. It's looked a lot different through the years, but immediately, as soon as I started that communication, I immediately heard feedback, and parents were much more involved and active, and they supported me and were on board to do whatever we needed. And so if you've got things going on, like if you want to do a special event, we can help you. We can send out postcards. We can get you contact information. But if you've got things going on, communicate with parents. But beyond that, I think on a weekly basis, there are ways we can communicate with parents. When you bump into Billy's mom or dad, don't be afraid to affirm them. There's nothing that compliments a parent more than hearing good things about their kids, because they may not hear them that often, especially about Billy or whoever. But just let them know, hey, I really appreciated what your son had to offer last week. He really had some good insights. Or, your daughter had a great prayer last week. It really wrapped up our time great together. And, I really appreciated your daughter's prayer last week. And they don't get that often. And so affirming them for their kids, really builds a lot of credibility with you. But also don't be afraid to talk about discipline with them. The worst thing you could have happen is, for 8-10 weeks, they're being bad, and then all of a sudden we decide, they just can't be in the group anymore. And we talk to their parents, and this is the first they've ever heard of it. So if there are issues, communicate with parents. Most of the time, parents are not really going to be surprised that their kid is acting up. The kids who act up, it's usually not just here. It's usually all over the place. And so the parents usually want to do what they can to help. And so if you're having an issue, don't be afraid to communicate with parents. Or if you're not sure if it's time to communicate with parents, you can talk to me, or talk to one of the other leaders, like talk to Lance or Don, and we'll help figure out how to talk to parents if there's a tricky situation. But number 1, love your kids. Number 2, communicate with parents. Number 3, communicate with the church. If there's things going on, like if you want to have an overnighter or some kind of event, let us know if there's ways we can help. But also let us know so we can make sure it's not conflicting with any calendar things, or if we can give you resources. Definitely want to help however we can, including communicating with parents, sending things out for you. But also, if you're having tough situations, don't feel like you have to carry that burden yourself. Don't feel like it's just normal that your group is going crazy and that this kid is being a jerk, and that don't feel bad about talking to us about it. Talking to me, or really Lance and Don. They are there, like they want to help you as much as they can. The reason we have them in place leading the guys groups and the girls groups is so that you can come to me, but you can also go to them, and they've been through lots of stuff, and they can help guide you and brainstorm ways that we can help. And then I can definitely help too, but they're there to do that, to help you guys with whatever it is you need. So don't be afraid to communicate with us if there are ways we can help or things that you need. Love kids, communicate with parents, communicate with the church. Number 4 is just enjoy the ride. Every group is different. You may hear about somebody's group who is reaching out to the homeless and is preaching on the streets and is doing all this amazing stuff and spending hours in prayer, and your group is farting the whole time. I mean, those are both things that I've seen happen. I've seen groups go and witness to the homeless people downtown, and I've seen groups that fart the whole time. And so either one of those, junior high is going to be an up and down time. 1 week may go awesome, and then 3 weeks may not go awesome. And that really is, that's kind of normal. Not that the bar is set low, because we always want to strive to do more and do better. But one of the things that happens with small groups is you're really just living life. And junior high kids, sometimes life is crazy, and sometimes they're crazy. And so sometimes you're not going to get through that much. But our goal is not to get through 50 lessons in a year, or to memorize 200 Bible verses. It's really to live life with these kids and make sure they know that there are some other kids who care about them, that there's an adult who cares about them. And so just being there with them, that's not enough. If they're being crazy, we need to strive to do better. But if you have a crazy night, don't feel like your group is bad and somebody else's group is good. Some of that's just how it's going to go, and every group is different. So enjoy the ride, even if it seems crazy for a while. Talk to us to see how we can do better, but it's junior high. That's going to happen. So enjoy it anyway. And the last one is really something we all know, but it's just a reminder. Pray. Pray for your group, pray with your group. It's easy to come and plan out a lesson and try to get all the time programmed and think, well, we got a great game and a great icebreaker, and then we got this discussion and somebody's covering snack and the kids are... But it's easy to come and do all the right stuff, but miss what it is that God wants to do each night, and miss the conversation that needs to happen with the kid, or the things that God wants to do. So make sure every night before you come, throughout the week, that you're praying for your kids, that you're praying for your group. Maybe you set a reminder in your calendar that, a certain time every week you're going to pray for your kids, or every day. And definitely, on your way to church that night, pray for your group, pray for your kids. Pray that God will help you see how you can reach into a kid's life that week. Well, I think that's it. Love your kids, communicate with parents, communicate with the church, enjoy the ride, pray. And really, we just want this to be an awesome year. And so I'm praying for you. I'm praying for you right now as we get ready to go into small groups, if you're here on a Wednesday night, or praying for your small groups throughout the week. Praying for you as leaders as you pour into your kids and try to build a great small group. So we will see you in a little while, and have a great week.